my friends, with you it's Andrea Purvu, and today I welcome you guys back to a new episode of my podcast Prima. For today's episode, I'm coming back strong with the aftermatch reviews because yes, I took a break from them yesterday, but I'm here back again. And today I'm reacting to the Spain versus Italy match that took place yesterday, the Euros tournament. But before diving into those matches, I will summarize the other two matches that took place at this tournament yesterday. And those were Slovenia versus Serbia, which ended up as a tie with the score 1. Slovenia opened up the score with Karničnik's goal in minute 69, and then Serbia made it a tie with Jovic's goal in minute 90 plus 5. Then the other match that took place yesterday was Denmark versus England, which ended up with the same score. The score opener was Kane in minute 18th, and then Hjulmand in minute 34 made it a tie. Before diving into the match, I would like as well to talk a bit about the England squad in this tournament, because there were some things that I did not like at this squad this year, and I have a few remarks, especially on yesterday's match. As you guys know, England is the #1 favorite for the title because they have amazing individual stars and their team is a very solid team. But it's so disappointing to see their mentality in the last two matches. Because, hear me out, they first won against Serbia with like 1-0. That was the score. They could only score one goal. And then the second match with Denmark, they end up as a tie. I think that their mentality is not a champion's mentality. I think that their mentality was literally, okay, with Serbia, we are locking in a win with as little as effort as we possibly can. And then in this match, yesterday's match with Denmark, they were like, okay, yeah, we're okay with a tie because anyways, we're gonna win with Slovenia. That's how it felt. I mean, the moment when Denmark scored their goal, they stopped fighting. They were only trying to lose time and lock in this final score. And I think that England really settled for less in this tournament so far, in this group stage. And I really do not like that, because for such a powerful and, as I said, solid team with so many individual stars in this team, they're settling for too little for the expectations that come from them, for their level. And yeah, that was something that I really did not like, and I wanted to point out about the English squad. But we'll see, because I think as well that this might be their strategy, because they're kind of trying to not get injured in the groups, not get too tired in the groups, so then in the quarterfinals and in the further stages they can do something more and stuff like that. But yes, it's a bit disappointing so far, their performance in this tournament, but we'll see about that. Anyways, now let's talk a bit about this group. So this is Group B. In Group B, Spain officially qualified because they won their last match, and now with Italy they won again. So Spain is officially the first one in Group B to qualify. And now let's talk a bit about yesterday's match lineups. So we have Laporte back. He's not benched anymore, because last time, as you guys know, the starter was Nacho, and now Laporte is back. Then what I've seen at Italy, and something that I like, I think that was a perfect lineup for them. I mean, this should be, in my opinion, their main lineup. What I've seen in their squad is that they do not have too many stars, too many individual stars, though, like England has, but they are counting on this so-called power of the group. This is how Spalletti, the team coach, is calling it. Basically, they're counting on this power of the group because, yes, they do not have, as I said, too many individual stars, so they try to, with communication and their relationship and stuff like that, to improve and do good performances and stuff like this. though I don't think is that successful. I mean, we'll talk about that later. Now let's dive into the match. So in the first minute, there is already the first occasion for Spain. Pedri is inside the box. He attempts a headshot, but it's unsuccessful because the keeper saves it. Then in minute 15th, Donnarumma receives a yellow card because he was complaining. Then in minute 24, Lamine Yamal does a really good dribble. He makes two of the Italian players fall to the ground, and then he passes to Morata, who shoots on target, but it's unsuccessfully because the keeper again saves it. Then 1 minute away from this, Fabian Ruiz really does an amazing, fantastic shoot, but the keeper again saves it. His shoot was from far, and it was very, very powerful. And I think that if that went in, that would have been an amazing goal, but the keeper did a heroic job in this match. And anyways, I'll talk a bit about this later. And I have one mention about this match, by the way, is that this is considered to be the Euro El Clasico, because these two national teams are the teams that have met in this tournament the most. I think this is the 5th time when they meet and they play against each other. So it's by the Marca's journalists, it's called the European El Clasico. Just wanted to mention that. Okay, now back to the match. In minute 36, Nico Williams dribbles Giovanni Di Lorenzo, and once again he makes him look like a fool. He makes him look like an amateur, and the whole match, I mean, he absolutely humiliated and embarrassed this guy, Di Lorenzo, and it's kind of a weird thing to see. As I said, I'm going about this as well. I'm going to detail more when I will wrap this first half. But yeah, anyways, and then last action in the first half was in minute 14 plus 1. Rodri receives a yellow card because of complaining. Okay, now let's wrap up the first half. So Spain is dominating. They have around 60% of the ball possession. To be precise, actually, I've calculated it and it was around 59.8%. What I've seen from the both teams is that it was a really aggressive style of playing. I mean, you can tell that it's a really important match and that it was a tiebreaker game. And what I've seen, and I want to mention Donnarumma's performance, because as I said, he's done a heroic job and he deserves all of the appreciation. It was Spain versus Donnarumma. That was it. Spain versus Donnarumma. Italy, during the whole match, they did not have a chance, but especially in the first half, Donnarumma have done an amazing job and a heroic job. Now let's dive into the second half. So before the second half has started, there was a change in the lineup. So Jorginho is out and Cristante gets in, and then Fratesi is out and Cambiaso gets in. Minute 46, Bristane, who just got in, receives a yellow card because he acted like he wasn't guilty about what he did, but let me tell you what he actually have done to receive that yellow card. So he committed a very rough fall, but let me explain, let me break it down to you. So he stepped with one leg on Rodri's feet, and then with the other leg he pushed Rodri, and Rodri was there on the ground with excruciating pain. That's how he made it seem. That's how he made it look. I was just looking there and I did not think, I honestly thought that it's a ligament injury. I did not think that he will stand up and continue to walk on his feet. But somehow he did got back on his feet and he started walking. At first, his walk was pretty rough, but then he managed to play And yes, Bristane complained about it. I mean, he was looking like, I'm not guilty, whatever, but the fall was really, really rough. He deserved the yellow card. I don't think it was any controversial decision. But yes, moving forward, we have in minute 55 the first goal, which was an own goal. Basically, again, Nico Williams embarrasses the Italian team. He embarrasses Calafiori. Nico Williams basically passed to Pedri, who Pedri deviated with his head, and Calafiori sends the ball in his own net. And honestly, I know the shoot, he was so sure on himself the moment when he shot it towards his own gate that for 1 second I thought that the goal was from Italy against Spain, even though I knew that that was the Spain's goal. Though at first I thought that he scored for his team, but no, he scored for the other team. His shot was powerful and he seemed so confident in it. I mean, Nico Williams really embarrassed him and humiliated the whole team anyways, but yes. Then 4 minutes away from this, Calafiori shoots with his head on his own target again. But Andrea Cambiaso blocks the shoot. And honestly, it was, for me, that moment I was like, okay, if that guy would have, Calafiori, if he would have scored again for the other team, that was the moment when he would have been kicked out. He was right in that moment on the edge of being kicked out from that team. But yeah, thank God he did not score another own goal. And honestly, it's so weird because it's already the 5th own goal happening being scored in this championship so far, in this tournament. And yeah, so many errors so far, even though only 2 matches have been played from each team. So it's a bit crazy. But yeah, moving forward, in minute 63, there is another change in the lineup. Chiesa leaves the field and is replaced by Sakagni. And then Sakamaka leaves the field and it's replaced by Retgui. Then 5 minutes later, Normad receives a yellow card. He does a really aggressive tackle. Zakagni, who was having the ball at his feet at that moment, basically Normad did as I said, the really aggressive tackle towards him. Okay, then in minute 71, there's another change in the lineup. Pedri leaves the field and Baena enters the field, and then Yamal leaves the field and Torres replaces him. 6 minutes away from this, another change in the lineup. Morata leaves the field and is replaced by Oyarzabal. And Nico Williams leaves the field and is replaced by Perez. Then 4 minutes away from this, another change in the lineup. Pellegrini leaves the field, then Rapsadori enters the field. And in minute 90 plus 3, another change in the lineup, and the last change in the lineup, Fabian Ruiz leaves the field and is replaced by Merino. Then the last action of this match was in minute 90 plus 6, when Ambiaso tries to score a corner kick, but it's unsuccessful. Okay, so this was it for the match. Now let's start the commentary. Let's wrap up the match. So, the MVP award was awarded to Nico Williams, and I really agree with that. As I said before, he absolutely humiliated the Italian squad. Though I think that a special mention should go as well to Donnarumma. I mean, my bets for the MVP award was either Donnarumma, either Nico Williams. But I understand why Nico Williams received it. But I want to talk a bit about Donnarumma because honestly, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, in my opinion. And he saved that team. He'd have done a heroic job once again. I'm saying it. Yeah, I was a bit sad for him. He did not deserve everything that happened to him. Sadly, his team was... I don't have words. It's embarrassing to think that they are the ex-winners of this tournament. Absolutely embarrassing, because that team is formed by only one player, and that is Donnarumma, literally. Anyways, yeah, what as well I wanted to say is that I don't think that in the last 15 years Italy has been dominated that much. They have never been dominated in that way. That was literally a siege done by Spain to them. Crazy. Then we have what I wanted to say is that Italy, in my opinion, had absolutely no chance. Spain was in charge and were controlling the game. Every single time when Italy tried to create an action, Spain was there to destroy it. They did not have a chance, and they were very, very lucky for the fact that this ended up with the score 1-0. I mean, they were so lucky because of that. I mean, it should have been, in my opinion, somewhere around 5-0, you know? So yeah, Italy had no chance. They were not even standing up. No. Then I wanted to say as well that Spain is a better team by far a better team. We can see that just from the duel that the ongoing duel that was happening between Nico Williams and Lorenzo. Nico Williams, this player who's just 21 years old, who's a debutant. I mean, not necessarily debutant, because I think he done his debut 2 years ago or something like that, but still, I mean, he's really young. He does not have so much experience at the national team. He's a player at Bilbao, at Athletic Bilbao, a not that good team in La Liga and stuff like that. And he humiliated William Lorenzo, who is a super experienced player with so much history at the national team. It's absolutely crazy to think about this. Absolutely crazy. The way Nico Williams made fun of him at every single action that he tried to do, and at every single occasion that he was trying to create, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, yeah, for me it was really disappointing to see Italy this way, to be this dominated. As I said, it's embarrassing to think that they were the Euro winners. And yeah, again, I don't think that they had one chance standing against this team. There was a siege made by Spain towards them. That was it. And yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, disappointing. The whole match was absolutely disappointing, and it was embarrassing. Those are the only two words that I can say about this match. To describe it, to wrap it up, embarrassing and disappointing. Did not expect this outcome. Yeah, I mean, basically, I thought that Italy at least would try to do something, but the moment when they were trying, Spain was destroying them, was destroying every single action, every single opportunity that they were trying to create. Yeah. I really do not know what else to say. I was as well pretty disappointed in Jorginho's performance, because I really like Jorginho. I know him since he was playing at Chelsea, and actually, if you guys do not know, you guys do not know because I've never said, but for a few years I was a Chelsea supporter, and yeah, I know him since then. He was such a great player, and as well at Arsenal, he's doing a great job, but yeah, in this match, disappointing. So disappointing. And yeah, I think that Spain deserves 100% to qualify in this in the next round. And yeah, I don't know. I really do not know what is going to come. I think that for Italy, their next fixture is with Croatia, as far as I know. I'm not sure, but that's what I think, and I have a really little feeling that Croatia might beat them. And yeah, we'll see what is going to come. I really do not have anything else to say. This is another very short episode. I don't know what to do to make them longer, because these are literally not even podcasts. These are vlogs. But yeah, we'll try to make them a bit longer to maybe talk a bit more about them. But as well, these were not lately not too I don't want to say amazing, but not too. There were no matches that were pretty intense where many actions happened and stuff like that, so I can talk too much about them. For example, in this match, the only thing that has happened was, as I said, that Spain planted a siege for Italy. That was the whole thing that happened during this match. So yeah, this was it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share it to your friends if you think that any of this information might be useful for them. Comment down below any suggestion for me to improve, and subscribe to keep in tune with all of my uploads. Okay, bye guys.